Do you want to save money? Does anybody not want to save money? Today I'm going to share with you 5 unusual ways that you can save money. Stick around to the end, you don't want to miss any of these. Welcome, I'm Amy. I give you tips and tools for frugal living. Let's get right to these tips. Number 1 is use coupons the modern way. I want to say a special thanks to our sponsor for today's video for providing this tip. This tip comes to us from Coopert. Coopert is a web browser extension that you can use on Chrome or on any of the other major browsers to go shopping and to find the best deals. Specifically, when you are shopping on an online website, if you have a Coopert extension on your Chrome browser or on any of the other browsers, Coopert will, as you are shopping, hunt for coupons and also provide opportunities for you to get cash back. Coopert is new to me. When they reached out to me, I hadn't heard of them. I know a lot of you have probably used them because Coopert can be used worldwide. You don't have to just be in my country, in the United States. You can use Coopert anywhere because Coopert searches for coupons everywhere that you might be shopping. So for instance, if I am looking at JCPenney, which is a place that I like to shop for a lot of things, and I'm looking for some clothing and some Christmas gifts, when I put them into my cart, Coopert automatically starts looking for coupons that can be applied, and you can see that the total comes down significantly based on a combination of coupons that they find and apply for me in my JCPenney cart. And Coopert also provides opportunities for cash back that they provide directly through PayPal to my PayPal account. It's so much better than the old days of clipping coupons and stuffing them in envelopes and going to the store and hoping for the best. And it's even a better thing than going out and hunting for coupon codes on your own, because Coopert, as a browser extension, just does this automatically while I'm shopping. It's really pretty relaxing, and it saves money, and it's a modern way of couponing. The best thing about it for our purposes is that it's free to use. So I would love to encourage you to go down and click in the description below, give it a try. It's free to try, it's free to use forever. And Coopert has told me that their goal is not to get us to spend money that we wouldn't otherwise have spent, which is really a problem in the old style of couponing where you see a coupon and you think, well, I better get it. Instead, Coopert works while we're actually shopping, works with the items that we are already planning to purchase and helps us to get the best deals on them. So thank you again, Coopert, for sponsoring this video and for helping us all to be more frugal and couponing in a modern way. Remember, click the link in my description below to install it today and to try it now for free. Number 2, spend in order to save. This might seem counterintuitive, but stick with me here. Think about that time that you put off that repair around your house. And then when you finally got to it, it cost way, way more than it would have cost if you'd just taken the time and the money to fix it right then. Think about also if you have the money to spend on a better value of boots for winter, and instead you decide, no, I'm not going to do that. I could, but I don't want to. And halfway through the winter, your cheap boots give out, and you have to go and buy another pair of boots. You thought you were saving money, but if you had spent a little bit more up front, you would have saved in the long term. I recently talked about my experience using my frequent flyer miles in order to purchase an annual membership at my airline's airport club. I really hesitated about this because I didn't want to use my frequent flyer miles that way. But it ended up that it's going to save me a lot of money over the course of the next year's travels because every airport that I go to has that particular airport club, and I can go there on layovers and save tons of money on food and snacks, which I have to be honest, I have no restraint about buying food and snacks in airports, and you know how expensive that is. So for me, spending money up front saved so much in the long run. What do you do to spend money now in order to save money later? Number 3, invest instead of or in addition to making a purchase. Here's an example. Let's say that you want to buy a new Apple product. It could be a phone, it could be an iPad, it could be an iPad pencil, anything that you think, okay, I really need to update my gear, it's time to get the new item. Also think, maybe I should buy stock in the Apple company. In other words, investing. When I buy an item made by a particular company, that company gets my money, I get the product, and that's great for all of us. If I make a purchase in stock, that is an investment, then I can expect, if the company is profitable, that at the end of the year, I will get money back from that. It's wise, I think, to look at our purchases in this way and think, do I want to buy this item, or do I want to buy this amount in shares of the company, or do I want to split the difference? Sometimes I think that those of us in the frugal living space focus mostly on how to save money on expenses rather than on other ways we could interact with companies, like investing in them directly so that we could get money later. I have a video coming up in a few weeks about an investment program that I've been trying, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you because it really helps to make those on-the-spot decisions where you could say, yeah, I am going to get that new item, but I'm also going to buy a few dollars stock in Apple. I'm talking about Apple because I tend to use a lot of Apple products for YouTube and for my day job, both. But you may be thinking of something else where you're like, oh yeah, that thing that I just bought from that company, what if I spent that same amount of money and bought stock in that company? What would happen next? Think about that. Invest instead of or in addition to your spending. Thank you for investing your time here today. If you're getting value out of this video, would you give it a like and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified first of new videos? If you'd like to contribute to the growth of the channel, you can make a one-time contribution or become a monthly member over at Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much for being here and for investing your time. I hope that you reap rich rewards. Let's go on with these tips. Number 4, clean your house. This might not seem directly like a frugal tip, and often we separate out the YouTube channels that we watch according to this person is going to teach me how to clean my house, this person is going to teach me how to do frugal living. But think about it this way. If you clean your house, you might find that item that you thought you had lost and that you thought you were going to have to repurchase. There's a direct and immediate savings of money. There's also peace of mind that comes from living in an environment that suits you, that makes you happy, that makes you feel peaceful. When we feel peaceful and contented where we are, we don't feel such a need to go out and buy things in order to make ourselves feel better. So if you clean your house, you're increasing peace of mind and you're just saving money that way. Another really practical aspect of this is that if you're spending time cleaning your house, that's actually physical time that you are not spending shopping. And I think that's significant. Do something different than shopping and do something that makes you feel better and that saves you money while you're doing it. Cleaning your house, that's a thing you can do. What's your favorite way to get your house clean? Do you like to put on tunes? Do you like to dance around? Do you like to do the worst chores first? What's your tip for getting started and maintaining a clean home? Number 5, don't hyper-focus on saving or even on your entire frugal living journey. That may seem like strange advice coming from me, but I want you to occasionally blur your focus a bit. Sometimes when we hyper-focus, for instance, on getting good deals, we will end up buying things we don't need because it's a good deal today. I talked about that a little bit earlier in talking about how Coupert can keep us from doing that. But you all know that feeling of going into a store and seeing that that thing is on sale and feeling the urge to get it. Well, you might save a little bit on the cost of the product if you buy it when it's a deal, but you save 100% if you just don't buy it. And if you are hyper-focused on constantly getting good deals, you might end up spending more money than you ever thought that you had spent just because you're so focused on that. The other thing is that if we are hyper-focused all the time on every aspect of frugal living and constantly feeling like we're playing a frugal whack-a-mole game at the county fair, it can really exhaust us and it can make us feel emotionally drained. And when we feel exhausted and emotionally drained, what's one of the first things that we're going to do? We're going to spend money that we don't have for things that we don't want, to do things that we can't afford. And so what I'm suggesting to you is to soften that focus a little bit. Know that you're on your frugal living journey. Know that you're saving money. Use things that help you to save money and live in a way that brings you enjoyment right here and right now. And trust, this is a hard one for many of us who are frugal people who have come out of poverty or who may still be struggling with poverty. But trust that you can make it through the next hour, the next day, the next week, the next month, through the next year. You don't have to plan out every single detail of the rest of your life frugally today. So soften that focus and enjoy the moment. Writer Trent Ham from the website The Simple Dollar said this: "Being thrifty isn't bad for the economy. It's just a different kind of consumption. Money saved and invested helps the economy as much as money spent." So join me on the money saving journey. You worked hard for your money. Let it treat you right. Wherever you are on your frugal living journey, take the next step, whatever that next step is for you, and know that you are not alone, and I am so proud of you. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.